Hey y'all, and we're back. Okay, so TAKful Creator here. I'm gonna pray again. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, guidance, and grace watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Okay, so in the previous reading, we realized that there were multiple storylines here that kind of, I believe, connects, but it connects kind of in a disjointed way. Okay, so you might be a person that is going through a lot right now. I believe we're still in Mercury retrograde, or we're coming off Mercury retrograde. And so depending on what your signs are, this might be the time where you are truly getting the bulk of your lessons, okay? And it may not be the most positive. Okay, so with all this chaos that's happening around you, we realize that one story is about a teacher and a son, right? This teacher could be male or female, but they're in a super like racist and stereotypical energy, right? In a way that demeans people. And they are a teacher of, the student range would be maybe like grammar school, early high school, not really late high school, okay? So with this teacher and this student, there's some kind of disparity, because the student understands what being a good teacher is and being a good educator and role model is, and they don't see the teacher actually doing that. And so they give lighthearted jokes in class, or they, in a sense, tell the teacher about himself or herself in a way that doesn't incriminate the student too much. But the teacher is getting tired of it, and it's kind of like causing some kind of rift in the class. So they either brought it to a parent-teacher's night and told the parent about it, or brought it to the principal or another acquaintance that is at the school, and basically all those individuals are telling the student, be in the student's place. There's better ways of letting your concerns be noted, but then also telling the teacher, you need to grow up. You're not here to manipulate children and have them think whatever you're saying is fact and true, because you didn't get enough validation with any other walk of life you've been on with the same information you're spewing. Like, come on now. It didn't work then, and now you can't be with impressionable kids and think it's going to work with these kids too. Okay, stop. Because this student especially is causing an uproar, and I'm pretty sure this student is chosen or on its way to being chosen. Okay, so that's what we have with this first storyline. They're in the process of rebirth. Okay, now with this next storyline, they're also in the process of rebirth, right? We have some kind of twin flame union, right? But they're receiving some kind of temporary judgment on some hyperfixations, right? Some kind of obsessions. Now, these hyperfixations and obsessions are notably with a Pisces that has something to do with meal prep. Okay, and they're divinely protected. So whatever meal prep that we're talking about, we're not talking about creating some kind of havoc or poison for somebody to eat. I'm pretty sure this is their industry, or this is one of their top hobbies, or this is what they watch on TV a lot. This is just something they particularly say when describing themselves. Okay, and just know that this Pisces is divinely protected. Okay, so whatever temperance angel is around, the hyperfixations that are, I would say, weighing on this twin flame union are going to soon be washed away, okay? Because, again, we're in this rebirth process, okay? So if blessings are accepted, and we notice that with any of the reading, that's another thing. There's going to be a death and rebirth process, but in all facets here on this table, because we're speaking on the chosen ones, mainly, obviously, we're talking about the energies around the chosen ones too, but mainly the chosen ones, it's going to end in blessings. A lot of blessings, a multitude of blessings. Why? Because for one, this twin flame union is going to be committed. It's going to stay committed. There's ain't no cheat as he. Ain't no cheat as he. Right? Maybe there was a divine test, right? To see if they were one or both of the twin flame parties were going to engage in some kind of unfaithful act. But we received confirmation because of the hyperfixations, maybe on healing, maybe on, treating other people how you want to be treated, or offering respect, or just being a good person, okay? Because with chosen people, it's about your upbringing, but it's about your perspective in regards to your upbringing. So maybe the hyperfixations are assisting this twin flame connection to be faithful, right? And because they're so faithful, they're divinely protected, right? In Pisces energy, which is very fanatic energy, imaginary energy, energy that has to do with fantasies and passion. But just know that because this connection is so highly favored, there needs to be some kind of energy protection. Okay? On the regular. You're divinely protected. Oh, look how beautiful. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because to me, I thought like the Pisces were between, they both were Pisces, right? But now I'm seeing it's between a Pisces and a Taurus. And look at the hearts around the Taurus. Like, how perfect. How freaking perfect is that? Aw. And you guys are divinely protected in a faithful, committed relationship. Something that has to do with meal prep. Maybe y'all going on a date. Because you guys are, real twin flame connection. Now, this card, the fake twin flame connection, is the twin flame that offers you a lot of karmic lessons. Yes, there's a lot of passion and rigor and vibrance there, but there's also a lot of deceit, heartache, and trauma, PTSD. But which is what we have here by this fake flame alert, right? But then we have the connection of twin flames. This is a divine soulmate. Okay, now you have other soulmates, and so I have cards for other soulmates, but those can be friends and, other family members and coworkers and, random person on the street. However, this is your partner, the partner that you were supposed to, connect with at your highest vibration. Okay, and it's between a Pisces and a Taurus. All right, so even though this energy is very imaginary, there's a sense of groundedness here. There's a sense of orchestration, efficiency, stability, right? Because Tauruses are all about stability and security, while Pisces are all about moving and flow. And here we get a great balance of it, which is beautiful. It's like being at the beach, right? Where the water is kind of stagnant near the line of where it meets the land. But the land is kind of giving. That's the sand. It's kind of giving to be able to flow kind of with the water, even though in a sense it's stationary. And when it gets too soiled, it becomes even more stationary. There is literally a balance and flow, even with corrosion. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I get here. There's like a beautiful corrosion, right? We all move to death anyway, but it's like how these individuals will move to death. It would be in a way that every person is fixated, hyper fixated on this relationship, on this divine connection. How beautiful! Okay. Oh, so there's hurts needed, right? Or you need to listen to some kind of music messages, and this is between, so just for clarification, it's just great if you're a chosen person and you listen to Hertz frequencies to align your frequency, your personal vibration, with a frequency that enables certain chakras to ascend, right? This will heighten your psychic abilities, whichever ones that they are. Okay, so it's a beautiful thing to do that. It's also a way to calm and go to sleep and, meditate. There's so many great things for chosen people and listening to Hertz frequencies. However, this teacher needs some Hertz frequencies for all that devil energy that's returning back to them. They need a sense of protection. They are not divinely protected, okay? The kid is divinely protected. Although they might have gotten a little butt whooping because having issues in school is still not becoming of a chosen person, right? There's always a way of going about it, and I believe that is the kid's divine lesson, seeing a better way of going about it and being respected in that process, okay? And then here we have music messages. So if you're listening to your favorite song or other songs that, just randomly play on the radio, a car is driving by you, but you only hear a certain lyric or a certain verse or a certain chorus, pay attention to that, because I'm pretty sure that is a sign or synchronicity in regards to this divine twin soulmate connection, okay? And that could be the Pisces speaking to the Taurus or the Taurus speaking to the Pisces. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy here, not because either one of them isn't balanced. They're both balanced, but because of this love is so nurturing and caring, the feminine energy seems to overflow. And that is because the masculine energy is also balanced. It's in the upright. Okay, so that it just shows like when your masculine energies are aligned in the best way possible too, the feminine energies can flourish even more. So is God a woman or is God a man? He's androgynous. Okay, he's androgynous. There's no gender outside of the 3D. Okay. So there's something that's happening with after school. I'm pretty sure that has everything to do with the teacher maybe having a back to school or parent teacher conference with the student because of whatever karma that is being ensued, okay? Someone is slowly falling out of love. Let's see. Ooh. In my mind, I'm like, oh, you're talking about the twin flame connection? And it dropped it. Okay, so no, they're not talking about the twin flame connection. They're talking about the teacher-student connection here. Is the student is falling out of love with the subject. And I think that's one of the reasons why there is this hyperfixation and obsession also on this end with the student in regards to the teacher, is because the student really loves the subject, loves what they're learning. They just don't love how they're learning it and how it's wrapped in so much negativity, bigotry, and racism. Okay? And this person, this teacher, is a repeat offender. Okay? Something about like cartoons in the 90s, kind of like it's like Tom and Jerry. That's how they're getting. It's cat and mouse. So this might happen on an earlier mid-Thursday. What's today? Today is late Friday. So this may have happened yesterday. This may happen in the near future. Probably happen, for you, it's probably already happened in the 5D. You already received a dream about it, and you're preparing for the 3D to truly have it unfold for you. So this is the message that do not over attack your child. Okay, your child is doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to have mix-ups. They're supposed to have a bit of setbacks and failures so that they can learn how to do it. However, this teacher over here is too old. Okay, this teacher's too old to have this same lesson that the student is having. Okay, the student gets a pass from the divine. The student is not going to get additional karma. However, this teacher is getting additional karma even if you don't side with your child. However, I would truly subscribe to you siding with your child. Okay? And the reason being is because if you don't, you will receive karma. There's going to be so much karma released because the karmic relationship may not only be between the student and the teacher. So no, there's a better way of going about speaking up and letting your concerns be heard. And we got this confirmation, yes. Again, like a repeat offender, if this kid is doing it all the time, they probably feel like the only way that their voice will be heard is if they say it in a joke. They say it like it's lighthearted, that it doesn't really matter. When in actuality, it holds so much depth. Okay? So it may say like a cartoon character, or act like a cartoon character. And this is happening on a Thursday. Okay? The part, stay away from cheaply made partnerships, okay, even if it seems beneficial. And I think that's what we're getting here. Like, yeah, it might be beneficial between like a parent and teacher to have a rapport, but it's more beneficial to have a rapport with your child and making sure that your child is heard, understood, and respected. Okay, again, your dreams will tell about who wants to have complete autonomy or control and who's actually in compliance. Okay, playing games, or who's playing around, and who's offering the sinister magic. Okay, because honestly, it's a whole joke, and the teacher is honestly cooking up this whole issue in order to save their own ego and pride. It's stupid. It's really stupid. And I know, we're talking about this divine, loving relationship, but obviously we didn't know enough about this karmic relationship between a teacher and a student that's offering some kind of rift in the student's family life. Okay? And the student, I keep saying it's a guy, but the student can also be a girl, and she just views herself maybe like a tomboy, or doesn't even view herself like a tomboy. She just wants to be respected like the boys. Okay? And just noting that she is a chocolate individual. Okay? So there's the racial disparity. We haven't heard much about the race of the educator, but I've been to a few schools where I didn't have one black educator. All my teachers were white. Okay, so that could definitely be the situation here too. Okay. Ooh. Gang affiliation? What? I just want to see if the race of the teacher will fall out. Just to hear the conversation put down. Chinese? Oh, okay. So maybe the teacher is probably like Chinese or Korean. Or maybe favors that kind of student because they believe that they're the most educated. The teacher might be alien or extraterrestrial. What? A gun over there. Oh, okay. So what it means by extraterrestrial, it means it's like super vanilla, It's like the vanilla that doesn't understand why any other races really exist. It's like that American white, right? That Southern gun owner, enjoys slavery, it believes in crop circles, and most likely, you know, believes that they were abducted by aliens. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here by this teacher. They may have soft lips, which, oh, okay, so I'm not getting physically soft lips. I mean soft lips like, you know, they don't, the things that they say is not, I don't know, like, how to explain it per se. It's like, if someone was joking with them, they don't know how to joke back. It's like, they only know how to be, like, really cutthroat, so then they don't speak very much, because they don't know how to, like, offer the same energy someone else is giving to them. It's either 0 to 100. Okay, so they often keep a lot of the things they say to themselves outside of the murmuring, like, oh, I'm gonna say something disrespectful like this, and just walk off, so like nobody will go behind them and let them know about their harsh words, their harsh, meany words. Okay, and this person is lazy, probably some kind of Italian descent if they're not Chinese, or maybe they're mixed. But this teacher is living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, and if this student is not fully chocolate, this student is chocolate and Latina or Latino. But what I'm sensing here is that the student's chocolate but may appear like they're Latino or Latina. Okay, so this teacher wants to be a true racist, but they don't even know the student's nationality or ethnicity enough to be that real bigot. Like, what? See, this is who they have teaching the next generation. But I digress, because I know how I felt about a lot of my teachers. Anyway, so, and then I had other teachers who I was like, oh, you can be a mom away from home. You were absolutely amazing. Like, can we have tea after school? Like, it's very... I've had a lot of different teachers. Okay, so, yeah, I believe that's it for... We can double check. Is there anything else we need to know about this twin flame connection? No, just knowing that they're going through a rebirth process. Their blessings are accepted. And this Pisces Taurus match, everyone's going to be hyper fixated on your relationship, because it's just that freaking beautiful. Okay? Gonna leave that alone for now, because you already know. You already know. I'll definitely open up another reading talking about how awesome this union is, but for a later time. Do we need to know anything else about the teacher? No, okay, or the student, or the parents, or anything, no. We just need to know that, you know, this is going to be handled, the divine is overlooking and sending angels, positive, high vibrational beings, to protect this chosen child, and offering full protection for the class and other generations to come, so they don't have to deal with that teacher anymore, okay? So, blessings all around. I'll see you soon. Until the next.